The showdown with Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is reaching a dangerous new level. Today, the cartel he's long been accused of helping may officially be labeled a foreign terrorist organization, and the U.S. isn't waiting. A full Navy carrier strike group and B-52 bombers are now positioned off Venezuela's coast, all eyes locked on Maduro. The Trump administration insists he's behind a massive flow of narcotics into the United States, and President Trump? He's not ruling anything out, including boots on the ground inside Venezuela.
I don't rule out anything. We just have to take care of Venezuela.
In September, the U.S. has carried out at least 20 precision strikes on suspected drug vessels in the Caribbean, leaving more than 80 people dead, many believed to be Venezuelan nationals. Republican Congressman Michael McCall says these actions, and even potential escalation, are completely legal under Article 2 of the Constitution.
On a mission to stop drugs from coming into the United States. And if that means, taking out ships through our aircraft and our Air Force, then...
Mark Warner, a Democrat, admits Washington should have taken this threat seriously a long time ago.
Maduro was a bad guy, frankly, under Biden. When the Venezuelan people voted in overwhelming numbers, Biden should have put more pressure on getting Maduro out then. It was a mistake.
But Republican Senator Rand Paul warns Trump's aggressive foreign posture could cost him the very base that elected him. Voters who demand Americans first.
I think once there's an invasion of Venezuela, I think you'll see a splintering and a fracturing of the movement that has supported the president.
White House correspondent Selena Wang is with us now. Alina, the pressure campaign against Venezuela appears to be accelerating. What's the Trump administration's newest move here? Andy, walk us through this explosive new designation from the State Department, because this feels like much more than symbolic.
Designation is a big change. As you say, starting on Monday, Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela, and the country are going to be added to the list from the U.S. State Department of the world's most dangerous terrorist organizations. This is a significant shift. For years, the U.S. has regarded Maduro and his government as the leaders of a corrupt dictatorship, but by labeling them as a head of a foreign terrorist organization, President Trump claims it gives him the authority to strike inside Venezuela, though legal experts are questioning that claim. Now, all of this comes as we have seen a massive show of military force in the Caribbean Sea. There have been these boat strikes against alleged drug smugglers in the Caribbean Sea, and legal experts have been raising alarms about whether this is even legal. The Trump administration claiming they are striking boats that are carrying alleged drug smugglers. We have seen a big show of force, not only F-35s, but a massive aircraft carrier, and a really unprecedented surge. But according to the New York Times, the president has signed off on additional covert CIA operations inside Venezuela that could lay the groundwork for an even bigger military campaign, and the president has not ruled out putting U.S. troops on the ground in Venezuela. But no question, there's a lot of confusion about what's coming next. There are even top leaders in Congress who aren't sure what the president's next move is going to be.
A lot of confusion going on right now. Selena, can you tell us about airlines suspending flights to that country?
Yeah, so the FAA is warning airlines of a, quote, potentially hazardous situation when flying over Venezuela and urge them to exercise caution. And let me just read to you what part of that notice says from the FAA, quote, worsening security situation and heightened military activity in or around Venezuela, and said those threats could pose risks for aircrafts at all altitudes. Now, the order requires U.S. airlines to provide the FAA with at least 72 hours of advance notice of planned flights, but they did stop short of banning flights over the country entirely, though we have seen 6 airlines halt flights to Caracas after the warning. Again, all of this in the wake of that massive military buildup in the region and that big show of U.S. force.